We're running out of time. I want to get to Diane real quick. You there?
Yes, I was just talking to the person on the phone, and so anyways, and I asked him a question. Atheists, y'all don't believe in God or in gods, but y'all believe in gravity and all that kind of stuff. How do you explain believing in something you don't see? Because gravity we can't see. I didn't see that. I didn't see gravity.
You can see the effects of it. You can quantify it, and you base predictions based on the theory of gravity.
All I saw was.
Are you saying that you don't believe in gravity?
I'm saying I believe in all things, and I believe in God. So I can't see God, but I know God is real.
Okay.
I know.
I'm gonna have to let you go because we only got a few seconds left. I'll try and get back to that maybe next week. We're running out of time. The final caller asked, and I don't remember the exact wording, but called and asked, how can you possibly not believe in God and believe in something else like gravity that you can't accept? And to answer that,
that you can't see.
That you can't see. Sorry,
right.
Thank you. And to answer that, I just took my pen and dropped it because to me that's enough of an explanation. There's something obvious there. We didn't touch on it too much. I want to go over it briefly real quick just so she can get an answer to her question. Gravity is just a name that we apply to an observable effect, something which is accepted axiomatically by everybody. I mean, everybody experiences gravity. We're all being held to the earth. We've dropped things. It's an explanation of effect, and on that, it's enough on its own. But scientists have gone on and investigated this and tried to quantify and define it further and come up with a better description of what gravity is, and that all is encompassed in gravitational theory. And you have, for instance, gravity, the acceleration due to gravity near the Earth is 9.8 meters per second squared, and the expansion of gravity, the gravitational theory, to beyond just the confines of Earth and using it universally, we've discovered that it's the force of gravity acting on objects is proportional to the mass of both objects and the distance.
Well, it lets us predict the orbits of the planets to a high degree of accuracy. It lets us send a man to the moon and so on. You strap enough rocket fuel. The whole point is to do all those calculations so that you not only escape the Earth's gravity, but so that you can use your cell phone. We have satellites in orbit, and what's really true is that satellites are constantly falling. That's right.
They're really just falling around the Earth. They're just doing it within an orbit.
Right? It's mechanics, right?
And if you're, if that's too much, every time you're walking, you're falling. And I mention that because I'm a big Laurie Anderson fan, and she has this whole thing of, we're falling, we're constantly falling, because really every time you take a step, you're falling forward and catching yourself and stopping yourself from falling, and that's how we walk. God, on the other hand, is completely different. It's not just a matter of being invisible. I mean, air is invisible to the naked eye, yet you can see the effects of it. You can see it blowing smoke and everything else. God is a non-answer. There's not even an observable effect or reason to postulate that a God exists. It's just a stopgap to fill in unknown answers we don't have yet. And the thing is that God's not. They try to use, the people who advocate a God hypothesis, try and use it as an answer when it's really a non-answer. It's in many ways just a tautology, but it doesn't explain anything. All it does is say this is the way God wanted it, and it stops anybody from investigating further if they accept that answer. So if you wanted to put God on the same kind of playing field with gravity, you'd first need to define some kind of observation or reason or effect or anything that you wanted to explain. Then you would have to define God, and God's pretty much non-defined. Everybody has a different idea about God and what God is. And you'd have to define it in such a way that it's actually an answer to the thing that you're wanting to explain. And then you would have to actually demonstrate that the answer, God, is correct, that it's a real explanation for what you're trying to explain. And that is how an atheist can have no problem believing in the invisible gravity, but not your invisible friend.